at the zoo. We are here at America's Teaching Zoo, which is in Moorpark, Southern California here. Boo at the Zoo is an awesome event. There's also going to be a Christmas event as well of lights, so we might come back to that. Very fun. We'll see. Let us know in the comments if you would like us to. But yeah, let us know what you guys think about the zoo. This is where a lot of people, a lot of trainers, and people that are at zoos across the country, including the zoos we've been to in Fresno, along with San Diego Safari Park and the San Diego Zoo as well, Santa Barbara, etc., will be. And yeah, we're about to have a fun time here. This is an amazing teaching zoo where they teach people how to become trainers and connect with the animals better. And you're going to see that we're going to see lots of stuff like live demonstrations with feedings, a bunch of different animals here. Hopefully you'll learn a few facts about some of these awesome animals and just get some nice views. Here we have a bunch of different animals, from tigers, the skunks, and everything in between. Some more lizard-like creatures and snakes and whatnot. So guys, if you like these kind of journeys, let us know by liking, subscribing, hitting that hype button, sharing the video, and in becoming a member. So have fun at Boo at the Zoo and leave a comment below and let us know what your favorite part was and share it with a friend that may enjoy this video. Until next time, safe journeys.
Are you a pirate?
Those are just some good examples of Hollywood's mimicry here, and those are things that she just picked up on that she really likes the sound of. So thank you so much, Hollywood, and thank you, Quinn.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, wow.
And thanks for showing us your spook. We'll work in packs together to hunt down their prey while they are grouping together to chase down the prey.
Yeah, so there are many kinds of hawks. Jack's here, it's a Harris hawk. Yes, and so what they do is they actually will stack on top of each other. So one bird will go and land, and another Harris hawk will come and land right on top of it.
They're beautiful.
Goes back into its home. And this one's just chilling like a house cat.
Look at that big yawn.
And they are not actually very much genetically similar to hedgehogs, but so that's what we like to call convergent evolution, when two different species that are not genetically similar end up evolving very similar traits, or looks.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. And funny enough, he is actually closer related to elephants than he is to actual hedgehogs.
Oh, look, you can almost see it in his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
How old is
That's neat.
Yeah, he's 7.
Do you have any questions? I'll take care of stuff.
Be our beaver.
Oh.
And his trainer, Jennifer. So Woody here is, I believe, 6 or 7 years old. Yes. And he is an American beaver. If you see him walking around, he's following that target stick. He's so good at following that target stick because Him and his trainer Jennifer have a really good relationship, and he knows if I follow that target stick, I'm gonna get rewarded with some tasty food. And I think some of his favorite foods are yams, as well as carrots. He also has his special chow that he likes. That is specifically designed for him and for his nutritional benefit.
It's like a platypus tail.
It looked like that too, Susan. It was back real, right? Those back things I think about. Susan, back in these days, it wasn't in key. Yeah. Now you see it all the
Hello?
time.
So most of the training at the teaching zoo that we do here is called positive reinforcement, which means we ask our animal to do something for us, and then when they do it, they get rewarded. So in Woody's case, he follows the target stick. He knows that if I follow the target and hit it with my nose, I'm going to get rewarded with my favorite treat, and I think he's eating some carrot right now. Year-long animals that we work with and semester-long animals that we work with. So he is year-long because he needs to form somewhat of a relationship with his trainer in order for him to be trained and to work with him. And the animals that are semester-long are more food-based relationships, so they will pretty much do anything if you give them some food. That's used for him to help with him swimming because he's a semi-aquatic mammal. It's also used to slap the water and slap mud into place for his dams. So beavers in the wild, they'll slap the water, kind of like a warning signal, like, hey, don't do that. And then they'll slap the water. Used as kind of an insulation. So the outside parts are wet, but fully underneath those tiny outside parts, he is dry. So it's kind of used as a jacket all the time. Yeah. Yeah, Kylo came to us around 2020. We aren't too sure of his origins, but we can assume that he was a former pet because he is deglanded, meaning that he is unable to spray like a regular skunk in the wild would be.
Unlimited pets.
You can just take a skunk in and get it deglanded.
Yeah, and Kylo here, he is around 6 years old, which is pretty old for a skunk in the wild. They usually live around 6 to 8 years, but in human care, they can live upwards to 10 years, if not longer. And he's pretty healthy, yeah. Yeah, and his trainer, Ilaria, you might see this stick that she's using with a little ball at the end. This is called a target stick. Similar to what Woody had, or Beaver, Kylo knows that he is meant to follow this stick and press his nose to it, and when he does that, our trainer will use a clicker to tell him that, okay, you did the behavior correctly and you'll get rewarded now. Yeah, this target stick is pretty useful for him, especially because he is nocturnal, so he doesn't have the best eyesight. You might notice that Ilaria is holding it pretty close to his face. That's alright. Yeah, and Kylo, he's a pretty easy to train animal. He doesn't know too many behaviors, but he is quite easy to train. See if he wants to rise up for us. There you go. Yeah, do you guys have any questions about Kylo or skunks in general? Yes?
How is Kinder's baby?
Sorry, can you say that again? So the question was, how dangerous can their spraying be? It's not exactly dangerous. It's not going to hurt you anything. You're just going to smell bad for a pretty long time. It is their main defense mechanism in the wild. So when they do spray their predators, it'll startle them enough that they'll just run off and leave them alone. It's also to tell them, like, oh, if I smell this bad, I probably don't taste too good either. What does he like to eat? So he is an omnivore. He likes to eat veggies, this little meat mixture that we give to most of our carnivores. He also gets special chow that he's eating right now. He's solitary. Yeah, they'll live alone. So Kylo does live alone here, but he does have his trainers to keep him company, and he really does enjoy being with his trainers. Any questions? Is it all fur? Yeah, that's pretty much all fur, all fluff around him. In the winter especially, he'll get even more fluffier. But yeah, he's all fur. How sharp are their teeth? So they are pretty sharp. They're definitely, their bites do hurt quite a bit, which is good for Kylo, especially since he doesn't have his main defense mechanism of spraying. His nails and teeth are still pretty sharp, so we always want to be careful with him. He's never really bit any of us before, but he is capable. We like to say here, anything with a mouth is able to bite.
Better than me and Grant at Disneyland. You can actually meet them. Very friends.
Look at her. She is so pretty.
Okay.
Goofy bird? Now she's looking. Whoa. Do you see the bird? She's laughing.
Hey, you got you over there? Yes. More you can do.
But what he did actually is a great thing for him. They actually defecate on their legs to help them cool down during the summertime. Yeah. You checking?
I made a bingo! Mommy, I made a bingo!
Want to see how high you can jump? You can grab the paw print. Do you want to see how high you can jump?
You have to jump first, come on. There is a very large population, guys, down in Florida. Like I said,
They got the reptile house as well. You can go check out into a few days. There's nothing spooky in here. It's just a reptile house, like they always have with the reptiles in there and whatnot. I believe this is a bearded dragon, but it could be wrong.
The frogs are in that one. Hasn't that cheeky?
You're gonna kneel down.
You can't.
See no evil, speak no evil, see no evil.
baboon. You say baboon? You said it.
You're going to a secret kingdom. What a monkey. You got a bunch of stuff over here that you can check out. And you got some nice stuff here at the zoo. They do how far can you jump? You can see how far you can jump. Like one of the animals, how far can you jump? You guys know a bunny can jump over 8 feet? Better than me and Grant at Disneyland. You can actually meet them. Hey, friends.
Look at her. She is so pretty.
They're also really good protection on their farms because they're very vigilant, so they can hear and see really well. So if there's any sort of threat or anything, then
So you guys know this will be closing, but this is the front area where the theater is. I think they're gonna redo the theater to become much bigger in the future.
Zoo at Moorpark College. Everyone you see here today working with and presenting animals is a student in the Animal Care and Training Program. All proceeds from today's ticket sales go directly to the care of our animals and the education of our students. Please help me welcome two of our top presenters. Let's hear it for Jennifer and Stephanie.
Hey guys! Hey, afternoon everybody. How are we all doing today? Well, we hope you're doing really amazing on our final Boo at the Zoo day at the Teaching Zoo at Moorpark College. We hope you've had a really fun day so far. And it's going to get even more fun as we see some really cool animals coming out.
Yeah, I think we can do a few fun animals around here. I'm sure you guys got a lot of candy around here as well.
That's right. So have you guys been all the way down to the zoo in our harvest area? Some of you guys may get to harvest some things. Well, we thought it'd be fun to see how some of our animals might be able to help out in a harvest, like a farm kind of thing. So we're gonna welcome out our first animal.
So we got Peaches, our salmon crescent cockatoo. So a few things that I see is actually his beak. So his beak is a little shorter than normal because his hair is slightly overgrown him as a younger chick. So what do you think Peaches here makes an amazing candidate for our harvest festival?
Well, so Peaches is a cockatoo. So cockatoos and macaws, they are what's called a seed disperser. So they will eat fruits and nuts from trees, and then they will drop it on the ground, and those seeds will grow into new trees. So I was thinking Peaches can kind of help us to grow our farm and our harvest area.
Yeah, but Peaches here.
Alright, so you can see Sally's got a pretty smooth shell, and there might actually be a little algae on there. So these guys, once they get of an age, algae might start growing onto their shells. That's just a normal part of their life cycle.
Right now, she's moving around a little bit because alligators stopping alligators can move around a little outside the water.
Right, that's called being semi-aquatic. So most turtles are going to live their whole lives in the water. That's where they're best adapted to. But Sally is actually able to come outside of the water as well and move around. You can see she's even trying to climb a little bit.
So someone here might be able to help us with getting water and such. Wow. She's around her 40s right now. So even though she looks not as big, she's also really, she's fully grown for her age. So she won't grow as big as she normally is. She really loves me, guys.
Let's see who we have coming out.
Might be a little bit of fur, a little bit of a little mane.
I think this animal is going to be the biggest one we've seen yet. This animal is really, really strong.
But really strong too. Also really intelligent. So we welcome up Pinky, our mini horse. So what do you guys think? Pinky here might be really good at a harvest festival.
Right, so as I mentioned earlier, Pinky is really, really strong. He is a mini horse, which is actually the same as a regular full-size horse. Their body is just condensed down into a smaller size, but their anatomy is all the same, so they are still very, very strong, even though they are a little smaller.
Yeah, so many horses here, like was Jennifer saying, they're just pretty much horses but sized down. So people back in the Middle Ages and such, they use them to pull carts, especially in the mines, and also they're used to ride. So little kids can actually ride with their parents because also you don't want a kid on a larger horse, so they bred a mini horse so the kid can ride safely with them. Right now, Pinky might be. I'll take a little sip right now. It's okay.
Can be nice and clean, and they participate in that activity, so it's not like we're forcing them to do anything. They pick up their hoof, and it is good for both of us. And he also does have some fun behaviors like that back up you saw, and mumble, which is him showing his lips to you guys.
Maybe you can see a little bit more mumble. There you go. That's okay. Sometimes when they don't want to do behavior, we force them to, and I give them choice and control to do anything.
First.
Whoa.
Now, how many of you guys think this is a snake? Let me see a show of hands. He sure looks like a snake, right? Well, this is actually our legless lizard. So he is a lizard, but he doesn't have any legs.
Yeah, so what makes them different between a snake and a legless lizard? They kind of look like the same thing.
So they do look very similar, but these guys have ear holes, so you can see their ears, whereas a snake, you can't see their ear holes. They also have kind of a different head shape. Rollo's head here is a little more square and has a little more height to it, whereas a snake has a much flatter head.
That's really cool. And he's doing the same thing as snakes do, right? They have like stick up tongues and all that, just run together around.
That's right, so Rollo is a lizard, so he is a reptile, and reptiles do stick out their tongues, and that is how they smell what's around them. So really good for our harvest. We really need this guy to help us out. And he is not going to deceive you like Rollo did, so let's see who it is.
So you might have seen him a little bit earlier, but this is Cornelius, our corn snake.
That's right, so this guy is actually a snake. And like his name, corn snake, he is often found in cornfields. So snakes eat rodents and pests and those kinds of things. So he's going to be really helpful for us so that he eats all of the pests that might get in our cornfields that we don't want.
Yeah, so like having kids like Cornelius here around our crops and cornfields to help protect our crops from getting eaten, because like you guys don't want like a bunch of rodents eating around in our garden. So having Cornelius near snakes like him help protect our gardens to really keep from getting eaten down.
That's right, and even if you see another snake out in the wild that maybe isn't a corn snake, snakes still in general, no matter what habitat they're in, are helpful for their environments because they do help keep pest populations down, whether it's for farmers or not. So it's really important that we protect these guys, even if some people may think they're scary or slimy. These guys are very, very important for our environment. This animal is really beautiful. I really like this animal. She is so fun to see.
And she might be a little taller than I expected. So you can see Delilah, our blue crane or Stanley crane.
I notice she has really beautiful feathers, and those tail feathers are so pretty, but they're actually not a part of her tail, they're a part of her wings. So her tail is fairly short, but her wings are really long and have those beautiful feathers.
And so like a Stanley crane, they live out in mostly like small streams, small estuaries, anything that can find amphibians or fish. She and her species might typically be over there. But they're actually found mostly in Africa. And her feathers, especially the really big and beautiful feathers that Jennifer pointed out, those are really sacred to other people, so those are really highly prized.
That's right, and you guys got to see Delilah do exactly what she is built to do. So as a crane, these animals have long legs, and that is used for wading in the water, which is where they catch their food, just like Stephanie said. So you saw Delilah going in our stream here, and she got food. And so part of her diet is little tiny pellets. So she's able to use that beak just like chopsticks and pick up very precisely those pieces of food out of the water.
We should think about how
and have really fun trick-or-treating and getting lots of candy and stuff. So thank you all so much for coming out to the Teaching Zoo for Boo at the Zoo. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your day. If you see anyone with a lion on our shirt, we will be happy to answer any questions you have.
And this gator is out. He was in someone's home. Someone was keeping him as a pet, and now he is here. He's got a big pumpkin in there too. Here we go. This is the better angle on the gentleman, so you can see him. But yeah, we see you up in the Fresno Zoo in a very cool exhibit. But this guy's down here. Look how big this guy is. Imagine living with one of these. I mean, very beautiful, but man, sometimes you just see this. Maybe he would love you though. I don't know. But anyway, do not a lot of these birds have been surrendered, so do not keep them, because they are a lot of work and people do not understand how much you have to do to keep these birds happy and healthy. Thank you for watching, everyone. Happy Halloween. Like, subscribe, and share this video with any friends that love animals and spooky stuff. Until next time, safe journeys.